The man disguised himself as a special forces soldier and slipped into the training camp. While the soldiers around him weren't paying attention, he pulled insulin from his sleeve and quietly poured it into the target's coffee. At that moment, the instructor called everyone to assemble. The target casually drank the coffee, warmed himself up, and followed the group to training. But not long after he stepped outside, his body started to feel wrong. An overdose of insulin can cause body temperature to drop quickly. Soon he collapsed on the ground and eventually froze to death outside. The next day, the news reported an accidental death by freezing. The man behind it all was a retired hitman named Danny. He had been living a quiet life with his girlfriend, but one letter broke that peace. It turned out his old partner Hunter had been captured. They weren't just partners. They had saved each other's lives before. This time, Danny couldn't just stand by. Following the address in a photo, he arrived at a mansion. There, he met the man pulling the strings, a super wealthy sheikh. 3 of the sheikh's sons had been assassinated by a mysterious organization. Now, only the youngest remained by his side. He had taken Hunter to force Danny to help him get revenge. There were 3 killers, all members of the British Special Air Service. The sheikh didn't want to draw suspicion and told Danny to make each death look like an accident. Once it was done, he would release Hunter and pay Danny $5 million. To save his friend, Danny agreed, but insisted on seeing Hunter first. The sheikh agreed. Danny was taken to where Hunter was being held. Seeing his friend unharmed, he planned to take him and escape immediately. First, he asked a guard to bring him water. When the guard wasn't paying attention, he punched him out. After taking the guard's gun, he knocked on the door. The guard outside thought he was going out and carelessly opened the door. Danny rushed out, pinned him against the wall, and knocked him out with the butt of his gun. But as soon as they stepped outside, they were surrounded by the sheikh's son and his men. Escape was impossible, so Danny had to stick to the plan. To make sure nothing went wrong, he brought in 2 other old teammates to help. Danny said, "As long as Hunter is rescued, I don't want a single dollar of the $5 million." The 2 agreed immediately.